Welcome to the channel, everyone. Crypto News Flash here for those new to the channel. Hopefully, by the end of this video, you decide to subscribe. The last 24 hours have been, to say the least, quite interesting. We received numerous updates from the summit, some of which are highly questionable. It really makes me wonder what's going on behind the scenes. We're being told one thing, and then suddenly everything changes. It feels like we're being manipulated by major players. And I'll touch on this more as we progress through the video. Looking at today's market prices, here's what we see. Bitcoin at 85,000, Ethereum at 22,000, and XRP at $2.34. The market has seen significant sell-offs in the past 24 hours. As for the top gainers in the top 100 over the past 30 days, outside of VeChain, which recently launched and is seeing gains for that reason alone, the rest of the list tops out at just 0.32%. There are very few winners. If we shift focus to losses, double-digit declines dominate the market over the past 30 days. This is the current state of crypto. I don't need to tell you all that this is frustrating and far from bullish. It's actually quite bearish at the moment, but are we in a bear market? Everyone is debating whether we're in a bear or bull market. Again, looking at additional losses in the top 500, double-digit declines are widespread. The top gainers in the last 30 days within the top 500 are minimal. When examining the altcoin market and the alt season index, Bitcoin dominance is still above 60%. This is not alt season yet. However, I believe this is a corrective wave within the macro wave 5 of the cycle, based on TA and Elliott wave theory. Now, shifting away from technical analysis and prices, let's discuss what happened at the summit. On the 6th, we received a major update from President Trump. During the summit, expectations were high for more details on an executive order. The update? Trump signed an executive order establishing a Bitcoin strategic reserve and a digital asset stockpile. His statement:
Today we're signing, and this is very historic, an executive order establishing a strategic Bitcoin reserve and digital asset stockpile. This is a promise that you made throughout the campaign, and today we're keeping that promise. The reserve will be capitalized with Bitcoin that the federal government already owns, so it won't cost taxpayers a dime. This is like a digital Fort Knox for digital gold. And premature sales of Bitcoin over the past years cost American taxpayers over $17 billion in lost value, because we didn't have a long-term strategy.
Right.
Now we do. So.
And this is something you believe in fully?
100%, yeah.
Okay.
And the whole community believes in it.
Very good. And they made the promise, right?
Absolutely.
Trump emphasized his commitment to this plan, which the broader crypto community also supports. The executive order calls for two components: a strategic reserve and a stockpile. The reserve will hold only Bitcoin, sourced from the over 200 in BTC the government has seized through criminal and civil forfeitures. So they're not purchasing new Bitcoin, just renaming the seized assets as a strategic reserve. That's absurd. Additionally, financial figures like Sachs, Bassett, and Lutnick have been authorized to explore ways to acquire more Bitcoin without burdening taxpayers. The order also mandates a full audit of all government-held digital assets. The stockpile, on the other hand, consists of assets beyond Bitcoin, likely including XRP, ADA, Ethereum, and Solana, as Trump mentioned last weekend. The key difference? The government won't actively buy more of these assets. Purchases will only be explored if they are budget neutral. According to Sachs, the stockpile is meant for responsible stewardship under the U.S. Treasury, not active accumulation. This contradicts what was initially said. XRP, ADA, Ethereum, and Solana were supposed to be part of a crypto strategic reserve, but now they are merely in a stockpile. When asked why these assets were named, David Sachs claimed Trump only mentioned the top 5 cryptocurrencies by market cap. But that's incorrect. Trump's post explicitly stated, "A U.S. crypto reserve will elevate this industry after years of corrupt attacks by the Biden administration. My executive order directs the Presidential Working Group to establish a crypto strategic reserve that includes XRP, Solana, and ADA." Nowhere did it mention a crypto stockpile at that time. It wasn't until later that he clarified that Bitcoin and Ethereum would also be included. Initially, Bitcoin wasn't even prioritized in the announcement. After Trump's post, XRP, Solana, and ADA surged, benefiting certain traders. Then reality hit. The government didn't actually own these assets and would need to buy them. Meanwhile, the government already possessed seized Bitcoin, making it easy to rename it as a reserve. This is clear market manipulation. Those denying it are either blind or in on it. The messaging has been inconsistent, contradicting prior statements. Meanwhile, Trump's allies continue to push the HODL narrative, urging investors to buy Bitcoin while they maneuver behind the scenes. Big shout out to KNSB on X, who pointed out, I don't like being gaslit by the crypto czar. XRP, Solana, and ADA were not mentioned simply because they are top 5. ADA isn't even top 5. Ethereum is number 2 and wasn't initially included. The language on Sunday was strategic reserve, not stockpile. The walkback of the most significant crypto announcement in US history is embarrassing. I couldn't agree more. This was misdirection at its finest. Why didn't major crypto figures like Charles Hoskinson or Brad Garlinghouse celebrate this news? The messaging from Trump's team has been chaotic. David Sachs, instead of admitting the announcement was misleading, claims we read too much into it. But the wording was crystal clear. Multiple exchanges now offer a U.S. Strategic Reserve Trading Fund featuring BTC, ETH, XRP, SOL, and ADA because they, like the rest of the world, took the initial announcement at face value. Treating the crypto community like we're dumb is not a good strategy. Ultimately, all of this could have been a major win for crypto had it been communicated properly. Instead, we got misled. And now the government is merely rebranding confiscated Bitcoin as support for the industry. That's not real support. It's a PR move. Yes, crypto remains bullish in the long run, but we need transparency. Every time we get excited about a big announcement, it turns into a letdown. At this point, people won't believe in major events anymore. They'll just assume it's another pump and dump. The biggest takeaway? We were promised one thing and given something entirely different. Then we got gaslit by Sachs, who told us we had read too much into it. This is ridiculous. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear them. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more free content. You can also follow me on Twitter, link in the description. That's it for today. Crypto News Flash, signing off. Peace out.